Close your eyes. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Now, I invite you to gently look inward and simply be present with yourself. Tender, quiet. And let's try to see if we can find inside ourselves any tension in our body, any feelings inside our body that just feel a little bit out of balance. And as we feel them, identify the tension in your body. Are you too much in your mind, in your mental body? Or have you been able to drop your energy down into your heart center? Breathe deeply, breathe in deeply and relax. Exhale. And if you feel some tension in your body, ask yourself what that tension is trying to tell you. Which part of yourself is creating that tension inside of you? Stress or anxiety or fear. Now just sit for a moment with that energy. And see if you can identify if that energy will let you see what it's trying to tell you in your body. Our body tells us everything that we need to know about our well-being. And this meditation exercise is to help all of us to get to a place where we can be in touch with our body, in touch with our heart, and start to heal and give loving energy within inside ourselves to those tender parts of ourselves that as children were abandoned, hurt, or just maybe not taken care of in a balanced way by our mother and father, by our mentors, by our friends, family members. But now as adults, it's our turn to look after those tender parts of ourselves. Well, our body lets us know. For example, if you feel an anxiety inside your body and it makes you want to grab a cigarette and smoke it. If you start becoming consciously aware of that connection between the anxiety and the addiction of the cigarette, or the anxiety or the fear and the addiction to go grab a beer or a glass of wine or any kind of substance that helps us to numb those feelings. So our body is giving us the mirror of everything that we need to know. And on top of that, our body is the perfect teacher if we learn how to listen to it. So when we feel the thought, I need to get a beer, or I need to get a cigarette, or I need to smoke some weed, whatever it is that you like to do to numb yourself, or I need to grab the phone and do social media. So identify inside yourself where that feeling is. Identify what it feels like. And as you pick up your phone to start scrolling, ask yourself, oh, where's the tension? I feel a little anxiety. I feel a little bit of fear about something I'm doing in my life or something that's happening in my life. Okay? So now I have the map of what's going on inside myself. Now it's much easier to say, do I really want to have that glass of wine or that cigarette? Or would it be easier and better and maybe more loving to myself to work with that feeling and that abandoned, hurt, childish part of myself that's not okay, that's been abandoned for sometimes a very, very long time. So ask yourself how old you were when you got that feeling. If you were just a young child, understand that you were not able to manage those feelings at that time, so you brought on these other parts that are creating this protection for you. But a lot of the parts that you've exiled away from yourself are asking to be loved and tenderly looked after. So if you can see or feel inside yourself the fear or that anxiety, and then recognize, like, I'm 50 years old. I can look after the scared and abandoned part of myself that felt alone as a child. Would I have that part so hidden inside myself that sometimes I don't realize that I'm actually just hiding and covering and numbing myself to avoid that feeling, when it's really much simpler to just take a deep breath, come sit in nature, make a video, share a live video with you, and love myself and do the things that I love. And this is also something that often stops a lot of people from doing their life purpose, because those parts are crying out for you to look after them. And if you haven't looked after them, sometimes they don't allow you to move forward with your life purpose, or they don't allow you to control your addictions. They keep you held in that place because you haven't recognized them. So when you start to see those things that affect your life in that way, and you start to give them love and you start to acknowledge, then all of a sudden all those blocks are released, those energy blocks are released, and you're able to start actually doing with your life what you came here to do. And that is such a beautiful thing, a really, really beautiful thing, because some people struggle for many, many years with all those feelings of hiding away pain and loneliness and sorrow and fear inside themselves, but they don't recognize that we just need to get to a place where we can sit quietly and watch our body and see how our body can teach us how to start little by little to heal and give that loving energy inside ourselves. And then little by little, we start to heal and grow and be able to move forward. And a lot of times, our healing process and our growth has a lot to do with the universe's timing, not our timing. If we're not ready to heal, the opportunity won't be there yet. And when it's our time to see something or to grow, it will be there. So just close your eyes if you can. Let's do a short meditation if that got you through the first part, that you could see where we were going with that. And let's begin just with a slow breath. Breathing in and exhaling, and through your mouth. Again, soften your shoulders. And if you saw that part of yourself that becomes anxious, just take a warm blanket of light and love from your own heart and wrap it around that part of yourself that's causing the anxiety or the tension. And give it a beautiful, warm hug of loving energy for yourself. It's that simple as to just acknowledging those parts that you've hidden away and exiled because you don't want to feel the hurt they have inside them, but they're going to come out and they're going to make problems in your life with addiction or emotional outbursts and triggers, anger, until you start to take care of them, because no one's going to take care of those parts other than you. No one else is going to come and heal or look after that other than yourself. So have a great day. And the next time you pick up a beer, wine, cigarette, weed, or you overeat too much sugar, too whole thing of ice cream, ask yourself, what you're trying to numb or cover up in your life and give it a big healing hug and start the process of being more loving to those tender inner parts of yourself that you've abandoned for so long. Have a great day.